Konnichiwa! Welcome to the second devlog of Project Insomnia, my first-person dungeon crawler game. Woo! Last time, we implemented grid movements and created a custom dialogue system. If you haven't seen the previous devlog, I hope you get Insomnia. In this devlog, I'll briefly go over the compass, which will tie into the level design later. And we're gonna dive into the foundations of the turn-based combat system. Okay, so the compass. It tells you if you're facing north, east, south, or west. Okay, done. Moving on. The turn-based combat starts with... Okay. So, I have a confession. I utterly despise maps, specifically mini-maps in video games. You're over here traversing these dank environments littered with fidelity, god rays, women, man. But oh no, your attention is over here most of the time. It wouldn't be a problem if these games didn't heavily rely on their mini-maps to guide the player through their game. Try playing any Assassin's Creed game without the HUD. Anyways, I prefer immersive solutions that can be seen in games such as Shenmue, where you rely on directions that NPCs give you after talking to them. And this will give our dialogue system a bigger purpose. In that game, you can walk up to any NPC and ask for directions. They may not know where the fadoodle cake arenas you want to go, but it's more realistic, immersive, and you may even start a random conversation with this NPC. And if you really need it, you can find maps littered throughout the environment, but you can only look at them momentarily. You look at them and you have to map out the route you're going to take to your destination and keep it in the back of your head, right? And then you just go and hope you don't get lost or mugged. That sense of adventure is something that I truly appreciate in video games, and that's something that I strive to implement in this project. Can you imagine a game like Dark Souls with a map? Oh yeah. Anyways, the idea is that... Great game, by the way. The idea is that we're still going to include a map of sorts. But! Here's the but. It's going to be difficult to obtain. And this is to discourage players from using it, right? It's like the shield in Bloodborne where it's there, but it's kind of ass, so no one uses it. Bloodborne does this to encourage aggressive playstyles in its game. Here, we're going to be using it to encourage the use of talking to NPCs. Okay, we're done. Let's move on. Moving on, for real this time. Let's talk about the turn-based combat. Yeah, I know. Turn-based combat? Nani?
I'm gonna kick your ass. Clyde, you have to wait your turn. That's lame. No, Clyde, it's like olden times. You have to wait your turn. Like in the Middle Ages, Clyde. I know it's lame, Clyde, but that's how we're fucking doing it. Alright, douchebag, bash Clyde's face in. Don't be shy.
So, traditionally, enemy encounters can happen in scripted scenarios such as when fighting a boss that has to be smacked before you can progress through the game. The other way is through random encounters where you'll randomly get jumped as you move around. Kind of just like in real life. These types of games usually teleport you to a separate arena where the fight takes place. Well, not in this game. In Project Insomnia, encounters will happen on the spot in the same area you are in. I decided to do this for a couple of reasons. One, because it looks cool. You get to see these enemies in the actual environments you're traversing through, right? And you enter and exit fights faster without any, fancy animations. Like I said, it's my first time, so be gentle. Please. The random encounters are triggered by the game actually rolling a die in the background every time you take a step. And depending on your results, you're gonna get jumped, boy. Anyways, after learning from my previous sleepless nights, say it with me. I looked up a tutorial and I found this. I got blessed by our Unity Lord and Savior with this wisdom. I swear to God. Bless you. Bless you, you beautiful man. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a fantastic day at the beach with the sunset, with your own personal soundtrack in the background. Uh, After implementing the tutorial, I quickly threw most of it away and made adjustments to get it where I wanted it to be. Here's my first attempt, and it's okay, I guess. It's kind of pathetic, kind of like my sleep schedule, actually. Enemies will spawn in the direction the player is moving. Since we're not having a separate area for encounters, the player will rotate to face the enemies before the fight starts. Okay, now, right when I was warming up to these beautiful capsules, they got yeeted and they got replaced with these actual models. For now, we'll be using models and animations from Mixamo to help us visualize the game. I've added a paladin as our enemy and a female character as an NPC. Also, right now, there's only a few commands you can do in combat. You can do a basic physical attack, use a potion item, and attempt to escape from the fight. And real quick, I wanted to spice up the command options UI, right? But at this point, I've basically just copied FF7 Remake's command menu. I still haven't decided if I'm going to keep it as is. But for now, we're just gonna keep an eye on it. Or who knows? Tell me what you think. Drop a fat comment telling me what you think. Do it. Do it now. The enemies can only do a basic attack as well. But don't worry about it. It's all good, man. Since we've been implementing good programming practices, the combat can easily be scaled. But we have to be careful. The combat system is something that we're going to be working on for a while because you quickly get to the nightmare that is trying to balance an RPG game like this. Especially when thinking about XP drops, leveling up, stats, and weapons that affect combat. You get the idea. Because of this, I've mapped out a rough outline of the story along with the main dungeons and areas that I want to include. I even came up with all the story characters you'll come across, including companions and villains, with each having unique abilities and plot details. This is to give me a rough idea on the length and pacing of the game, so that I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night thinking about the numbers.
0, 11, 24.
We'll keep updating the combat as the development continues, right? I'll include updates on the upcoming devlogs and even make a proper video for it. But for now, I'm off to bed, because I really need it. Tune in next time where we tackle in-game cutscenes and level design. Like and subscribe to support and follow the development of Project Insomnia. And as always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think or leave any suggestions. That's if you even care. Development continues, and it's because one badass otaku once said,
I want to be number one. How's that? Short and simple enough for you? It's gonna be a long, hard road. But who knows? Could kick ass. Could be dangerous. Could totally suck. What do you say, bro? Join me. Let's see how far we can take this. And for you there holding the controller right now, just press the A button. Let the bloodshed begin.